Let's all go to the lobby.
Start popping that corn, because we're in for a brutal show.
I'm sick of it. I don't want to listen to people tell me that I'm a conspiracy theorist. They don't know what it's like to be me.
For 8 years, we've been wondering when MAGA would see through the bullshit that is tiny fingers. I mean, you and I both know these people, his supporters, they'll never benefit from anything Trump promised.
I believe in hate speech. When you have hate for somebody, I am 100% into speech.
Wait a minute, why are you forcing your lifestyle over on me?
Who's forcing you to be gay?
Joe Biden and his crew.
Joe Biden's forcing you to be gay?
No, not forcing me. Make sure you get that right. I ain't gay and ain't got nothing to do with it, okay?
Yeah, these people are never going to Mar-a-Lago for dinner with tiny fingers. No, they were lied to, told their lives would be greatly improved by the fat orange one.
And we will make America great again.
But it's not happening. And now that Trump doesn't need or can't win any elections, he simply doesn't care.
I don't care about you. I just want your vote. I don't care.
There's a civil war happening, and I don't see it ending anytime soon. On one side is MAGA, Steve Bannon, and unbelievably Democrats. On the other side is Trump and his portly South African. And in the middle of this thing is the H-1B visa. And underneath that is the sentiment that Trump and his goons are saying out loud. Americans are lazy and stupid. Yeah, you.
And former presidential candidate Vivek Ramaswamy, now part of the Doge effort with Elon Musk, he published a lengthy post in recent days about American workers. In this post, Ramaswamy explained why he feels tech companies choose to hire foreign workers over Americans. He boiled it all down to, quote, culture. He wrote in part this: our American culture has venerated mediocrity over excellence for way too long. That doesn't start in college, it starts young. A culture that celebrates the prom queen over the math or Olympiad champ or the jock over the valedictorian will not produce the best engineers. He continued, Trump's election hopefully marks the beginning of a new golden era in America, but only if our culture fully wakes up, a culture that once again prioritizes achievement over normalcy, excellence over mediocrity, nerdiness over conformity, and hard work over laziness. And Pablo, you went to college with Vivek Ramaswamy. You've spoken about that experience a couple of times. Give us your reaction to this, because I don't know, it could be sure interpreted as a swipe at a lot of the people who cast their ballots for Donald Trump.
It's a remarkable heat check from a guy who is not actually very good at speaking to, I believe, the reality of what's going on in America. But I believe that this is a remarkable fracturing ahead of Inauguration Day of a coalition that didn't make a lot of logical sense. And that's before, John, you get to the idea that this guy is talking about TV shows being the cause of this. He's saying that America isn't sufficiently Urkel enough. That's literally an argument he made, you know? And I'm just like, why is this guy trying to articulate a vision for America for anyone? That's the part that I returned to and have for 20 years.
Yeah, no, reading the post here, he not only takes a shot at Friends, but he praises Screech and Saved by the Bell.
That's
and
right.
Indeed, the Steve Urkel character as well. Make America Urkel again.
Now, the reason MAGA and Bannon and the Democrats are in this bizarre alliance is the H-1B visa, which is designed to allow foreign workers to enter the U.S. and take jobs from American workers. And in my favorite part, they limit the amount we can pay these H-1B workers. For American business, that's a grand slam. For Musk and his international relationships with China, for example, lower wages allow him to compete. But how does that help Bannon and MAGA's dark vision for America? It doesn't. Sure, Trump will try and ban trans in the military and deport a few cartel members, but that's not why Trump ran for president. He's broke, and Musk is his ticket back to the life.
I think until Elon Musk starts letting back on the true anti-CCP people that he keeps blocked off there, myself included, not that I want to go on there. Oh yeah, no. He's owned by the Chinese Communist Party. Elon Musk is a total and complete phony. Owned, lock, stock, and barrel by the Chinese.
Bannon won't name Trump, but he's obviously pissed that American workers are being slammed by people like Ramaswamy and Musk. But I honestly don't believe it's racist in this particular example. Bannon is the voice for the people who not only stormed the Capitol, but for the horrible human beings like Stephen Miller.
America is for Americans and Americans only.
And Democrats and American labor see right through this because it's not new. And until recently, Trump opposed the H-1B.
We believe jobs must be offered to American workers first. Does that make sense? Right now, widespread abuse in our immigration system is allowing American workers of all backgrounds to be replaced by workers brought in from other countries to fill the same job for sometimes less pay. This will stop.
But this was all predictable. Trump campaigned on reducing inflation and deporting millions of undocumented workers. And he's already admitted he can't bring prices down.
The groceries, when you buy apples, when you buy bacon, when you buy eggs, they would double and triple the price over a short period of time. And I won an election based on that. We're going to bring those prices way down.
So why do you think Trump is now backing away from that plan?
You know, it's unclear. I mean, one of the things that's clear is he never really had a plan to actually bring down grocery prices, right?
And Republicans to a man admit that any mass deportation will cripple our economy.
Stop immigration and force migrants to leave in terms of wages.
Unless you're Hamilton, I'm kind of against it.
Isn't that going to be inflationary?
Of course.
Is it a one-time, though, and then you sort of even out?
I don't know. I mean, when you see tariffs like that, obviously you think about 1929.
So why is Trump supporting H-1B after years of decrying them as un-American? Well, don't ask Fox News. The Civil War is freaking them out.
Well, yesterday, you guys know we had quite a few discussions on the debate that's raging online right now about H-1B visas. And Elon Musk, Vivek Ramaswamy, coming out saying, hey, we need this. Our country needs this. Our companies need this. We need this to have this technological advantage over China and other countries. And other people saying, I'm not so sure. A lot of those H-1B visas are for coding, and they're sort of the grunt work of the tech industry. And there's a lot of Americans who would like those jobs, and we should be working on training them instead of replacing them with foreign workers who presumably will do it for cheaper. So that's the debate that's raging. And in the midst of that, someone has found a quote from Donald Trump where he says he backs H-1B visas. Now, that would be contradictory to what he has said in the past. We'll have to get to the bottom of that. But here's what he said on this. He said, the New York Post reported on Saturday, he said, I've always liked the visas. I've always been in favor of the visas. That's why we have them. I have many H-1B visas on my properties. I've been a believer in H-1B. I've used it many times. It's a great program.
And the real reason Trump is backing H-1B visas? Well, the H-1B visa program is a wet dream for companies like Amazon and Google. And who else benefits from H-1B? Trump's change of mind on the program aligns him with President Musk, whose own company, Tesla, is among the top employers of H-1B visa holders. And while this is everything Democrats have been saying for 8 years about Trump, that he's truly a sociopath who never cared about MAGA, this bizarre alliance illustrates how bad it is. But what is new is that Trump doesn't need these weirdos anymore.
Donald Trump said on his first day he's going to be a dictator for a day.
I like that. Yeah, I like that.
MAGA has delivered Trump the keys to the country, and Trump is locking them out. And that includes Democrats, and more specifically, American labor in this fight. And while Ramaswamy mocks our way of life and Musk tries to cut any and all programs that benefit non-billionaires, the shit show heads for center stage, and the question looms. Will MAGA's dark side of hate, racism, and misogyny allow them to forgive Trump for turning his back on every single one of his promises? Or will James Carville's infamous quote hold true? It's the economy, stupid. Curtains up, America, and it's not going to be pretty.
Damn right. It's not fair.
Tick-tock, this is not a normal election.
Yes! That is crazy. This isn't their Republican Party anymore.
They're eating the dogs.
You're an idiot.
Trust me.
Shut the f*** up, Dan.
Who's with me? Oh, yeah, the lie.
Indictable.
Out of sheer morbid curiosity, I'm allowing this freak show to continue.
I don't want to talk about this stuff.
Am I wrong?
Yes!
Tick-tock,
You're in a lot of trouble, Donnie.
I think he's crazy.
I'm Chip Franklin.